Hey, what's up, everybody? Y'all come on in with me. Let me give y'all get a couple hundred of y'all to get in so we can have us a solid conversation about this topic tonight. Donald Trump, that boy that went and devised him a 10-point plan to rescue the black community. He gonna save us. Yeah. As y'all know, I see Tyrone Patrick Taylor just joined. That's my boy. Tyrone is the one actually hit me to this plan. I've been kind of just been taking care of a lot of business lately, and I haven't been able to get on Facebook. So Tyrone hit me to this plan. Told me Donald Trump got a 10-point plan. I said, I got to take a look at that because I know I'm finna go in on his ass tonight. And sure enough, after I read the plan, I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to hit that button and go live. I told y'all, I'm going to get his ass. I'm not going to let him rest. I'm not going to let him take a break. I'm going to lean on his ass, just like he leaned on Barack Obama, even before he took office. Remember? Before Barack even took office, Donald Trump was leaning on him. So I'm gonna lean on his ass the same way. He ain't catching no breaks with me. I'm gonna lean on his wife too, cause his wife is bought and paid for, which basically equates to a damn prostitute. That's the only way he got it. Look at her and look at him. Now y'all tell me what the truth is. Now some of y'all ain't gonna like that, but that truth is a mother, and it hurts. I know it hurts, but I'm gonna tell you like it is. Now, we done went from a class. We done went from the White House. Done went from class to the trash. Look at the Obamas and look at Trump and his family. Look at the big difference. We done went from class to the trash. We done ran the class all the way out of the trash house. I mean, all the way out of the White House. You know, had a lot of garbage in the White House. We could call it a trash house, but we done ran the class all the way out of the White House. And now we got nothing but trash now. So this is going to be very, very interesting. America, you did it to yourself. It wasn't just white people who voted for Trump. You know, they had a good 10% or so of black people who voted for him. You had like 35% Hispanics who voted for him, which I never get that, ever, ever, ever. I never understand that part. Then you had Asians. See, this is something people ain't talking about right here. A lot of Asians voted for Donald Trump, and Indians voted for Donald Trump. Yeah, I'm going to tell you why. See, a lot of Indians and Asians, they're racist too. And they really think of, when they think of the Democratic Party, they really align the Democratic Party with blacks. So if anything got to do with black people, they gonna hold their nuts on. So again, of course, it ain't always all, nothing is all, but there's a huge constituency of Indian people and Asian people who hold their nuts on black people. They don't like black people. And they went and voted for Donald Trump to stick it to us. Now, something that we ain't talked about is all of these people who went out and voted for Donald Trump because they thought Donald Trump was going to get them a job. Somehow, they thought that if they go vote for Donald Trump, he going to put them to work. You fucking coons. Whole bunch of y'all. Stupid. Straight stupid. Donald Trump ain't never got you a job before. How he gonna get your job now? Everybody knows that the private sector are the ones who create the jobs, not the government. So how much sense does that make? Boy, y'all got a lot to learn. But anyway, let's get down. We got well over a couple hundred people joined. So let's get down to the business. Let's get down to this 10-point recovery savior system that Donald Trump has put in place for black people. Mastered and got into the White House, and he gonna make everything right again. Here we go. So he starts off with a great education. He's going to offer a great education through school choice for black people. And this is what the report says. We will allow every disadvantaged child in America to attend the public, private, charter, magnet, religious, or home school of their choice. School choice is the great civil rights issue of our time, and Donald Trump will be the nation's biggest cheerleader for school choice in all 50 states. We will also ensure funding for historic black colleges and universities, more affordable 2- and 4-year college, and support for trade and vocational education. Let me start off by saying that I don't believe you. Black kids who qualify that are in poor neighborhoods already got action at private, charter, magnet, religious, or homeschool of their choice. They already got that type of action. So what are you going to do? How are you going to implement something that's already implemented? You've been kicking it with Columbus, been reading Columbus bio lately or something. So that's dead. Number one. Safe communities, that's number 2 on this list. We will make our communities safe again. Every poor African American child must be able to walk down the street in peace. Safety is a civil right. We will invest in training and funding both local and federal law enforcement operations to remove the gang members, drug dealers, and criminal cartels from our neighborhoods. The reduction of crime is not merely a goal, but a necessity. Hey, I can dig it. Let's get rid of the gang bangers, the criminals, and the drug dealers. I'm down. I've been saying it. Let's get rid of them. Let's make it safe for the women and children to walk the streets. Let's make it safe for the men to walk the streets and get home safely. Everybody should be able to live in peace. I'm down with that. Now, but you're skipping over something. You can't get this peace. You can't get rid of the drug dealers and gang bangers and the killers and all this stuff until you give the people an alternative. You're going to have to, first and foremost, create jobs. If a person ain't got no job, oftentimes they're going to feel downtrodden and hopeless. And if they feel hopeless, they're going to jump out there and do something crazy. So if you ain't providing jobs, all that stuff you talking, man, is null and void. So let's get down to the jobs. And when you're talking about law enforcement and training and funding, look, man, we already over-policed in the black community. More cops in the black community ain't gonna do nothing but further damage the black community and oppress the black community. The cops in the black community is one of the biggest problems in the black community. That's something they don't want to talk about. But many of the cops that come to the black community, they mean the black community no good. They come there to bust heads. They come there to shoot people. They come there to be disrespectful. When they come there, they're much like the overseer from the slavery days used to be on the horse, looking down with the whip. That's how the cops roll through the black neighborhoods. I've seen a major difference in the way that they police in black neighborhoods and Hispanic neighborhoods and the way that they police in neighborhoods that are not black or Hispanic. I've seen a big difference. And anybody that know, I ain't talking about you ones that don't know, you living on the outside, ain't never been on the inside. I'm talking about the ones who've been on the inside, you know the truth. You know the truth. So you can get mad at me for speaking the truth, but you can't say I'm lying. You dig what I'm saying? So while you trying to clean up the drug dealers and the criminals, the gang bangers, the gang members, take care of your dirty ass police too. because they're as much as a problem as any gangbanger or any criminal out there. Believe that. Now, equal justice under the law. That's number 3 on this list. We will apply the law fairly, equally, and without prejudice. I can't wait for this one, because we've been in America 400-some years, and we ain't got this shit yet. We ain't got to this type of treatment yet. Equal, and fair action under the law. Equality without prejudice. Woo, man, boy, that's gonna be good. Boy, we can get that. Boy, Massa can deliver that. Woo, boy, you be the greatest president that ever lived if you can do that, because ain't not one of them been able to do it yet, including Barack Obama. So I'd like to see that happen. Oh boy, if you can get that, boy, I'm telling you, man. I'd go out and do all kind of things to try to get you a 3rd term, if you can get that done. But something tells me you can't get it done. It sounds like another lie to me. That's what it sounds like to me. Equal justice under the law. This dude says, we will apply the law fairly, equally, and without prejudice. There will be only one set of rules, not a 2-tiered system of justice. Equal justice also means the same rules for Wall Street. Y'all know like I know, if he tries something like that, they gonna kill his ass. Because evil people run America. Evil people run Wall Street. All of these nice, big, pretty buildings where people dress in nice, pretty suits and dresses and all that stuff. These people are more evil than many people that you see laying under the bridge who ain't got nowhere to go. These people, oftentimes, they put them there because they are the greedy ones. Many of them are the greedy ones, and they take from the poor so that they can pad their pockets and get rich. You hear people talking about take for the rich and give to the poor. No, they take from the poor and take from the poor so that they can get richer and richer and richer. So I'd like to see that happen. Tax reforms to create jobs and lift up people and communities. That's what he said he's going to do, number 4. Tax reforms. This is what he said. This is funny as hell to me because this is a man who ain't paid taxes. This is a man who is so-called worth $1 billion, at least $1 billion, and you have a guy who works at McDonald's pay more taxes than he pay. And somehow y'all voted him in as the president of the United States. Well, this is what he says about the tax reforms. We will lower the business tax from 35% to 15% and bring thousands of new companies to our shores. We will also have a massive middle-class tax cut, tax-free child care savings accounts, and child care tax deductions and credits. We will also have tax holidays for inner-city investment and new tax incentives to get foreign companies to relocate in blighted American neighborhoods. We will empower cities and states to seek a federal disaster designation for blighted communities in order to initiate rebuilding of vital infrastructure, the demolition of abandoned properties, and the increased presence of law enforcement. There you go again with the increased presence of law enforcement. If y'all want law enforcement to back the hell down and get off that military shit, defund them. If you really want the Johnny Law to cooperate and act like they got some sense, defund them. Because if you think about it, crime in America is going up. It ain't going down. And we got more police today than we've ever had. So again, it's like, how would you deal with a CEO of a company that has consistently failed? Would you get rid of that person, or would you give that person a promotion? This is what we do with law enforcement in America. We're giving them promotions, and the job is not getting done. Now, if the job was getting done, I'd be the first one to say, yeah, man, let's take care of the law. Let's make sure we take care of our cops because they're making it safe for everybody. They're making it safe for everybody. And we all winning. We need that. So let's make sure we take care of the cops. Let's make sure we do a good job with that. But they're not doing a good job. It's just like when the teachers aren't doing a good job. But everybody's all for making sure that the teachers perform rather than just blindly giving them raises. I think that the police need to be able to do the same thing. But he's the guy that ran on, he's the law and order candidate. That's what he ran on, law and order. Which, by the way, in America is code for make sure you keep them niggas in place. That's code. Crime, being hard on crime and being pro-law enforcement, that's always been code for leaning on black folks, keeping black people in place. Believe that. Financial reforms to expand credit to support new job creation. This is what he says he's going to do in his number 5 plan. Okay. We will have financial reforms to make it easier for young African Americans to get credit to pursue their dreams in business and create jobs in their communities. Dodd-Frank has been a disaster, making it harder for small businesses to get the credit they need. The policies of the Clintons brought us the financial recession through lifting glass seawall, pushing subprime lending, and blocking reforms to Fannie and Freddie. It's time for a 21st century glass seawall. And as part of that, a priority on helping African American businesses get the credit they need. We will also encourage small business creation by allowing social welfare workers to convert poverty assistance into repayable but forgivable microloans. This is a flat out lie. Y'all know damn well they ain't finna all of a sudden start lending money to black people. One of the reasons why black people is found it so difficult to get ahead is because they got one set of rules for them and they got a whole nother set of rules for us. You can send a black man into any loan office in America with a white man, and they can have the exact same credentials. In fact, you can get a black man a couple of scores higher than the white man, and the white man will come out there with the loan before the black man will. And that is because of systemic racism. That's the way they roll. That is the truth. This is another lie. So far, I've read 5 of his points in his 10-point plan, and all 5 of them have been revealed to be lies. So he's batting a perfect 1,000. He's 5 for 5 in them line. Trade that works for African, actually says trade that works for American workers. Okay. We will stop the massive chronic trade deficits that have emptied out our jobs. We won't let our jobs be stolen from us anymore. We will stop the offshoring of companies to low-wage countries and raise wage at home, meaning rent and bills become instantly more affordable. We will tell executives that if they move their factories to Mexico or other countries, we'll put a 35% tax on their product before they ship it back to the United States. Okay, so let's get down to this 35% tax he keep talking about. Y'all know this dude ain't finna tax no companies. He part of big business. Those are his homeboys. They kick it together. He not gonna tax his friends. That's all talk. He just talking. That's just that feel-good talk. What he trying to do is thwart the uprisings that's going on around America right now. He's trying to rock you to sleep. They call that rock to sleep. When I used to box, we call that rocking your opponent to sleep. when you throwing them little jabs out there, making them think you ain't really got nothing, you just kind of like tip and tapping them, and you really holding back, you know, that hammer. We rocking you to sleep. That's what he's doing. So some of y'all want it so bad. Y'all want it so right to be bad. Even though y'all seen all of this despicable stuff this man done and said. Even though you seen all of this stuff. You want so bad for it to be true. Y'all sitting back there talking about, well, let's give him a chance. Well, that sounds good. Let's give him a chance. Dumbass, he ain't gonna do nothing. Listen to what he's saying. Listen to what he's done in his whole career. The man don't give a damn about you. He talking. He trying to rock you to sleep. He ain't gonna do shit. He just running his mouth. Dig. Protection from illegal immigration. Oh, and by the way, that trade that works for American workers, when you talk about this trade, notice that he was talking about China all through the elections, but he ain't mentioned nothing. He started talking about trade in his 10-point system, and he didn't mention China at all. Now he did say foreign countries, but he didn't mention China specifically. He never missed a chance to mention China during the elections. Things that make you go, Protection from illegal immigration. We will restore the civil rights of African Americans, Hispanic Americans, and all Americans by ending illegal immigration. No group has been more economically harmed by decades of illegal immigration than low-income African American workers. Hillary's plan to enact open borders, made in secret for a foreign bank, would destroy the African American middle class. We will reform visa rules to give American workers preference for jobs, and we will suspend reckless refugee admissions from terror-prone regions that cost taxpayers hundreds of billions of dollars. We will use a portion of the money saved by enforcing our laws and suspending refugees to reinvest it in our inner cities. Okay. So he's gonna lower the taxes. He's gonna protect us from immigration. He's saying immigration, that's a big problem. So we got to kill off we got to stop the immigration, the illegal immigration. I'm gonna put it like this: how you gonna stop illegal immigration? You know, at least the illegal immigration coming from Mexico. How you gonna stop it when you got border patrols who are letting people in for a certain amount of money? If you got some money and you coming from Mexico, you can get to the U.S. and every last one of them got a price. If you think they don't, you know how some of those border patrols end up dead sometimes? Then they make a big deal, and then everybody get all excited again. They say the Mexicans did it, the Mexicans did it. Man, don't believe that shit. Use your head. Think about it. If I'm a border patrol and I'm dirty, and I'm making tens of thousands, if not a few million a year, letting people through, and somebody get in the way of that, what you think I'm gonna do? I'm already dirty. I'm already playing the game. It's a dangerous game already. What you think I'm gonna do? Okay, number 8, he says he's gonna invest in new infrastructure. That's what he's gonna do. We will leverage public-private partnerships and private investments through tax incentives to spur $1 trillion in infrastructure investment over 10 years, of which the inner cities will be a major beneficiary. We will cancel all wasteful climate change spending from Obama-Clinton, including all global warming payments to the United Nations. This will save $100 billion over 8 years. We will use these to help rebuild the vital infrastructure, including water systems in America's inner city. Why you got to do all that to have good water in America's inner cities? Again, this man is lying. He ain't finna do all that. He can't do all of that. And all of this big talk where he talking about cutting off money to the UN, yeah, he cut off some money to that UN and watch what else get cut off. Okay, protect the African American church. This is a doozy, y'all. We will protect religious liberty, promote strong families, and support the African American church. Let me just preface this with saying to the good pastors out there, you know who you are. I salute you 1,000%. I am with you. I know how hard it is. It just happens to be a coincidence that most of the good pastors are at the smaller churches that struggle. And they are out there doing everything they can to give back to the community. And in fact, if you live in the Houston area, y'all go to Inner Peace Cathedral Church. I think it's this weekend. They're doing something. They're doing like a big fundraiser over there. They got big raffles. They give away all kind of prizes. Like I think it has something to do with it's Thanksgiving or Christmas, something like. I just know I'm going to support it. I got the message. I say I'll go support it. But they good people over there. Bishop Hopes, y'all go over there, man. That's a good church. Go over there. It's on Veterans Memorial. All right. Now, so to the good pastors out there that's doing a good job, I salute y'all. But the rest of y'all, you're going to hell in a handbasket. And those African American churches don't need our support. They need our condemnation. That's what their asses need. They need to go to hell. They need to those churches need to be burned down because it's an abomination. Those churches are what's wrong. It's one of the big things that's wrong with the black community. So, we don't need to support them damn churches. And I know where this come from. That little piece right there came from them black pastors that supported him. They're the ones. In fact, they probably wrote all this shit. They probably wrote the whole thing. Because, he actually released this, from what I understand, on Media Takeout. Imagine, y'all, a presidential candidate, actually the president-elect, releases a press statement not to the AP, not to CNN, to Media Takeout. Y'all let that shit register for a minute. This is why people think this dude is unfit to be the president of the United States. The dude lacks basic, rudimentary common sense. America First foreign policy. This is the last one in his 10-point plan. We will stop trying to build democracies overseas, wasting trillions, but focus on defeating terrorists and putting America first. The first terrorist that you need to focus on defeating is American law enforcement. Those are the first motherfuckers that need to be defeated. That's first and foremost. All you people that's overseas listening to me, we ain't all like that. We don't all hate y'all. I understand American foreign policy better than most people. And I understand how it cripples economies overseas. I understand how it oftentimes cripples foreign economies. I understand. So we ain't all like that. I don't fear the Taliban. When I move around overseas, I don't fear ISIS, none of that. In fact, I actually more comfortable when I'm overseas. The damn terrorist is right here in America. It's more people in America that get tensed and freeze up when they see cops. You're more likely to be killed by a cop in America than you are a terrorist. If you're an American, you're more likely to be killed by a cop in America than you are a terrorist. So why should defeating ISIS be my #1 priority just because it's yours? Think about that. Stop letting them try to mix your head up, man. And let me tell you something, man. A pair of lips will say anything. This man been running his mouth. Think about all the stuff he was talking about during the election. He was talking about how he gonna repeal Obamacare, talking about the wall, talking about foreign policy, all this stuff he was talking about he gonna do. Then he backed up off all of those. He backed up off everything. He got up off the gas once he got elected. And everybody was like, let's get the businessman in there. Let's get rid of Washington politics. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, what I don't understand about a lot of y'all. When this fool, the minute that he decided to run for office, he became a politician. But y'all still running around saying, let's vote for the businessman, not a politician. The day that he decided to announce his candidacy, he effectively became a politician. And with that, he adopted all of the things that's wrong with politicians. All of the conniving things that we hate about politicians. The lying and the double talking, the double dealing. All of that. He is the same as any other politician. And all y'all who went out there and voted for him, you got duped. You got had. And if you voted for him thinking you could get a job, your ass really got had. Especially you black folks and Hispanics who went out there and voted for him thinking if you vote for him, he's gonna get you a job. You gotta be out of your fucking rabbit ass mind. You're not gonna get a job. In the next 4 years, if you get a job, it'll be on your own merit. It won't be because Donald Trump was in office. Believe that. He don't have that kind of juice. If he could get you a job, he would have gotten you a job before he ran for president. This is why people think Americans are fucking off. They think we crazy. We're going backwards. We just elected a reality star to be the president of the United States of America. Think about that. Let that set in. We just elected a reality star to be the president of the United States of America. And if I had caught my snap, I never thought he'd get in. I just didn't think it was that many people in America that thought like him or that liked this guy enough to vote for him. I just didn't think it was that many people that would do it. But if I had been thinking about it, I would have been like, you know what, this dude is a huge reality star. And we live in a time in America where ignorance is at a premium. Ignorance is a commodity in America. Buffoonery, stupidity, arrogance, being loud and boisterous. That is a commodity in America. And you got people that's becoming millionaires being that way. Everything that we teach our kids not to be, we're supporting. We're backing. So if I had been really thinking that deep, I would have said, of course he's going to win. Because he got more damn followers than the president. He got more people. He got a bigger brand. His brand is stronger, than the president of the United States. So, well, his brand was definitely stronger than everybody who was coming for everybody he was going up against, his brand was stronger than Clinton's brand. You know, Clinton is a brand, but shit, she ain't got her name on no casinos, golf courses, hotels. Shit, she went up against a brand. And that's how we do in America. It ain't about what's right and what's wrong. We don't vote for the person who we think is the best person for the job. We vote for who we think can beat the other guy, or who we think is cool, who we like. We just gotta like them. If I like you, I vote for you. That's why, for all you people that's thinking it's a far-fetched idea, Kanye West could very well be the next president of the United States if he decides to run in 2012. I am going to encourage him to run. I'm going to encourage him to run. Shit, I'd rather see Kanye in the White House than Donald Trump. But like I said, I'm going to be on Trump's ass all the way. The people, if you think about this 10-point system, all the things he said he's going to do to improve the black community. If you think about the people that he has on his team already, that don't even add up. Just think about Rudy Giuliani. He is one of the most racist, low-down, dirty, despicable human beings in the history of civilization. And that's one of Donald Trump's main men. And he hates the hell out of black people. He did so many black people so much dirt when he was in New York, when he was the mayor of New York, man, it wasn't even funny. He is a dirty, low-down bastard. And he in the White House. What the hell y'all think gonna really happen? That man ain't gonna do nothing to improve your quality of life. Nothing. Zero zilch. You ain't getting nothing out of that. Those are just words. These are words to just calm people down and have you waiting and waiting and waiting. And then by the time, you know, you realize you ain't gonna get shit, you're gonna be like just, okay, well, we only gotta wait a couple more years and then he'll be gone, you know. Fuck it. He's gonna wait you out, make you wait until he wear you down. But not me. I'm gonna be proactive about this. I'm gonna attack his ass at every turn. I don't believe him. I don't trust him. I don't trust his family. I don't trust tricks no way. He a trick. Donald Trump is a trick. So I don't trust tricks no way. You know, any dude that gotta buy his wife, gotta buy a wife, you know, damn near mail order wife, I wouldn't trust him no way. So I don't trust him no way. Yeah, I said it. Yeah. So I think he lying, and the truth ain't in him. That's my take. Kimberly Archibald, I see you now. That's Archandal. Yeah, I see you. Larry Perkins, Kevin Hayes, what up? Jamie Underwood, what up? Yeah, he a trick, Jamie. Willie Henderson, yeah. Nicole Legions, what's up? Who is this? San Diego Mike. Joe Taranji, Carter Brad, Jamie Underwood, what up? Larry Perkins, Steve-O Smitty, Troy Burns, say we've been hoodwinked. James Hughes, what's up? Black Man, Lisa Renee. I missed somebody right there. Hold on. Go down. Taliki. Man, I can't see your name. T-A-L-I-E-K. What is that? Talik? Yeah, I think that's Talik. Haru. Talik Haru. Okay. Yeah. So that's what it is, y'all. That's my take on Donald Trump. I don't think that we're going to have no major improvement with him being the president of the United States. I think what we're going to have is more police brutality, more gentrification. I think we're going to have more destruction. I think it's going to be way more destruction. Police in the black community ain't the fucking answer. You know, backing the fuck off the black community is the answer. Stop preying on the black community. That's the answer. Start funding the schools in the black community. That's the answer. The companies that eat off the black community, these factories that are still in the black community, polluting the black community, sending people to early deaths. It ain't just alcohol and drugs that's killing people at 40 years old, 50 years old. It's those damn chemicals that are in the air that are being put out in the air, released into the atmosphere by these big companies out here. You will fix that. Fix that. Then you cooking with grease. You know what I mean? You're cooking with gas. Fix that part. You know, fix these damn crooked police. Fix these damn potholes. Tear down these raggedy ass houses and give somebody something nice to look at. If nothing else, a clear, clean field. You know, do some of that type of shit. Ain't nobody asking for no damn handouts. It's like, who was that said? James Brown said, shit, you don't got to give me nothing. Shit, open up the door. I go in there and get it myself. So we don't need no damn more police. Definitely not the kind that y'all send to the black communities anyway. We definitely don't need that. More police, it ain't the problem. That ain't the problem. That ain't what we need. That let me know you out of touch. You got it wrong. That's that fear thing that y'all be thinking. Man, more police ain't gonna do nothing but exacerbate the situation. That's all they gonna do. That's it. Who is this? Let me see. Laverne Gibbs. Austin in the house. Rod Reels, what up? Robert Stanford, what up, fam? Ferris Greer. Dave Brooks, what up? So I'm going to leave y'all with that. Don't trust the Cheetos man. Don't trust the orange Cheetos man. No more talk.